Lots of projects with spray paint, countless projects really, but have you ever heard of spray dye? The promise of sheer color from a can captured our imagination. Could this go where paint could not and open a world of creative ways to upcycle decor, fabrics, textiles? Michelle Inkley has been putting this color in a can to the test. It's good to see you.
Hi, it's good to see you too.
I love your sweater, by the way.
Thank
this is
you.
so Michelle.
Sparkly.
You know Michelle, this was made for her. All right, tell me more about this product.
Okay, so I was intrigued by this product because it claims it gives it a sheer dye-like look without dyeing. You know RIT dye, you have to dip and you have to do all this stuff.
Messy and scary.
Messy, scary, it gets everywhere. It's a great product for big projects, but you know.
To pull out a whole tub of dye for a small scale project.
Exactly. So I was intrigued. I thought, oh, this might be really fun for some things. So I got just a rainbow selection of this wonderful Tint It, and it's by, let's see, Design Master. And so it works like spray paint, but it doesn't look like spray paint or cover like spray paint.
It does not kind of do the job that you would think it would do.
Well, it does not, because it doesn't work like spray paint. It works like a stain or a tint. Right?
Okay.
So I was thinking, oh, this will be great. Like I can spray paint stuff, but you have to train your mindset that it's sheer. It's sheer. It's translucent.
So you're not getting a saturated color.
No, no. It's just nice watercolor. Think watercolors.
Okay.
Watercolors. So for some projects, I thought it worked great for. Some projects were like, yeah, kind of fun for your kids maybe to do.
Show us some of the projects that you played around with.
So I was inspired by, I have some cute little inspiration things, and I love these baskets. I'm not going to tell you how much they cost because they're expensive.
Okay.
But I love the baskets that are two-toned or that are dyed, right?
Yes.
And I thought, oh, I really would love some of these, and to do this on some of the baskets I already own. So that was my first project.
Here's the inspiration you were looking at, hoping to accomplish something a little bit like that.
Yes, and those up there are like $38 on sale. So
How'd we do? How'd we do?
So we did really good on the baskets. So I bought these little baskets for $7.99 at Home Goods. And then you can just spray whatever stripe pattern you want on it, and you still get that rattan coming through, or the wicker. And that's the charm of it. That was what's so cute about those baskets online.
That the underlying texture is
still there, and it's not like it's totally opaque. It comes in a stain, so I did one that was kind of like the sepia up here. So it was kind of looked like the stain. So that was...
I like this one. It's subtle.
So it's subtle, it's cute, it's sheer. So with that application, it was fantastic. It was really fun. The other thing that I really liked was on Magnolia, they had this wall hanging that was done with yarn, and it was so beautiful. I'm like, oh, that'd be so fun.
Dreamy.
Dreamy. Yarn, so cheap.
Right.
So instead of dip dyeing it or using the watercolors, which I've tried and it's kind of tricky, this was so easy. I sprayed it on, and it looks like it has that watercolored effect.
This is really cool.
I used tape to tape it off to create that kind of mountain chevron look. And it really worked well on that yarn.
Now, how did you layer the color?
So that is, I'll show you in just a second. It's pretty easy to do. You just use two different cans. You just do a first layer and then a second layer, kind of.
And they blend pretty well?
They blend together really nicely. So spray paint kind of fights against each other a little bit, or layers on top of each other. These have a little bit, they're so sheer that you can see through them. So they do layer nicely.
And does it hold true to claim that it's not absorbing into your fabric, absorbing into your texture?
Well, it is used for fabric. I mean, this, it says it can spray on anything. It's for silk flowers, actually. So it does absorb into the fabric, kind of like dye a little bit.
Okay.
So I wanted an over-dyed rug for my kitchen, and they're everywhere on Pinterest, and they're so expensive. And the ones that they do, they take these vintage Persian rugs and dip them in a vat of dye. And so it's all kind of monochromatic, like, but hot pink and lime green and all these fun colors. And so I thought, I'm gonna try that with this, and I did it. I mean, now
Can we walk over?
Let's walk over here, because this is not the most beautiful rug, but I was trying to experiment on it. And this was kind of, you know, it was one of those Tuscan, older colored rugs.
Right.
And I used the two colors, like the strawberry and the red, and I kind of mixed them together, and I got that look. So for that, it was so amazing.
So what was this rug? What was the color originally?
It was tan.
Oh.
It was tan and green, and it was like that Tuscan old world style.
What, lady, this looks really good.
It looks totally good. It feels so, I've only done one coat and I vacuumed it, and so I need to do like probably another coat on it, but it's so, it is in the fibers.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I have not walked over this. Yeah, you can go like that and it doesn't get on you. I haven't walked over like with rain boots or anything, but it says it is not supposed to smear or bleed.
Okay.
So we'll test this downstairs in our basement on our back door and see.
I imagine there was a moment of fear before you I mean, I guess you were in love with this rug anyway.
I wasn't in love with this rug, but now I want to go get a really cute rug for my bathroom and try it with the lighter. I think the lighter the rug, the better the dye process works.
Okay, I was noticing you did some glass projects too.
Okay, so glass, yes, you can go and buy all of this blue colored glass everywhere. But what if you're doing a wedding or a party and you need pink or orange or something like that? So it dyes the glass really well.
This is pretty.
It's nice and sheer. You can get kind of the ombre look with the different colors. You can do darker at the bottom, lighter at the top. However, this is the problem when you kind of mix them. I'm going to show you this. This is a fail. This is if you want to do a mermaid party.
We celebrate fails too.
This would be perfect for a mermaid party. So I was trying to lay the color. You can see how they blend those. So this is my example of showing you how they blend together.
Right.
So I think when you do this product, you cannot mix too many of the colors together. I think maybe just one or two on the same color wheel would work better. Unless you're having a mermaid party and then you want to just do it all.
Unless you're 6 years old, this is for you.
That one is for you. So yeah, so you want to blend the colors that work well together.
Any other tips for using this product?
Let me show you a little bit how it works. Please. So it is.
Can I clear this over for you?
Yeah, spray paint, right? So you want to shake it up really well, okay? And then you just want to do these really light coats like that.
Okay.
Now this is a white piece I brought for you so you could see the color on it. If it's glass, it's going to kind of
be a little more sheer.
A little more sheer on that because you'll be able to see through it. But you want to just do it so lightly. And then now I love that it's dripping here. Let me show you that. If they have a product, and goo be gone, you can come back with that with a Q-tip and just kind of clean it up a little bit or start over. Wipe it off and start over.
Oh, while it's wet, you can wipe.
While it's wet, you can just totally take, mine was dry and I was getting it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you make a mistake on something like this, pretty quickly, I wouldn't let it set.
That doesn't give me confidence about the rain boots going over your rug, but I do appreciate the ability.
It's a solvent. It's a solvent.
Oh, okay.
It's a solvent, and you can find it where you buy this.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of will dissolve it a little bit, so you can get off the spills, or if you need to blend it a little bit better.
So you need the product remover.
Yeah, it's like a product remover.
Okay.
So don't be too scared, because you can, if it's on a solid surface like this, you can kind of fix it. If it's on something like tennis shoes, you're done.
You're done. You just wear those shoes and feel good about it. So if you're mixing colors, do you like it to dry before you?
No, I don't. So I like it just to, so there's that one, and then you just come in, just kind of lightly over top it, and see how they kind of are blending together. Okay. And then I would go back with this one and kind of go back over on the bottom and kind of just
blend the blues.
And blend the blues.
So here's the big question. Is this a product you would reach for again?
It depends on the project I'm doing. Okay. Right? If I'm going to do something like a basket or something that I'm using maybe some like flowers or glass, yes. If I'm going to do an over dye rug, it worked. I might go for the real thing, the real dye. Yeah. So I think it's going to work in different, depending on what project you're working on.
All right. Thank you for the review.
Welcome.
We appreciate it. Hey, congratulations are in order. You are getting ready to welcome a new grandbaby.
I know.
To your
so
home, to your family, and you have some shower ideas you're posting for us.
I just did a really cute shower for my little daughter-in-law, so I'm putting that up on the blog. So go ahead and look at that. And I'm giving away to some brave viewers a couple of cans of this, so you guys can try it out on your own if you want to do some of your own projects.
Always braver once you give us the green light. So we'll link you over to Michelle's website from Ours to Make It Easy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brett.
All right.